let's talk about, if we could, the dollar bill and dollar coins. As you know, President Obama made the very wise decision to curtail the wasteful production of dollar coins, which frankly has been a flop since it was first introduced about 40 years ago. I wrote legislation to fix the dollar coin, which Senator Kerry helped me introduce. I was very pleased to see that the President, in fact, adopt a similar position shortly thereafter. If you'll bear with me, there's a lot of spin and misinformation out there, and I really want to set the record straight. If you look at the first chart, you can see the dollar bill is incredibly popular. I've never heard a complaint about it, and look at the approval ratings. It's actually 97% people saying that it's more convenient, 83% oppose the elimination, and 81% want Congress to do more important work. I agree with that one wholeheartedly. And you can't get much greener than the dollar bill, obviously, because it's made from recycled cotton, which is extremely light and thus greener to transport than the heavy coins. And no wonder they've never had to run ads asking people to use the dollar bill. On the other hand, if we could go to the next chart. On the other hand, there's the dollar coin. Now, that's a real loser in the marketplace. It's always more expensive to make than the dollar bill. No savings associated with it. Let me repeat, according to GAO, the dollar coin is not less expensive over its 30-year lifespan than printing a succession of dollar bills. And there's an attempt to say that the coin is cheaper, and that's just fiction. And one of the companies, as a matter of fact, that makes the coin metal has received loans from a foreign government that basically amount to foreign subsidies. And I still can't get a straight answer from the Mint on how a foreign-owned company is getting picked to help produce the American currency. NPR has done some great work on this issue, and they found that there are about $1.3 billion coins in storage at the Federal Reserve banks. The Fed says these coins are actually more commonly redeposited to banks than actually used in commerce. Americans get them at the bank or at the store, and they just can't wait to get rid of them. And small businesses are often burdened with getting these coins back to the banks. If you can see, here's actually a vault with all the stored dollar coins just sitting there. We're paying money not only to store them, but obviously to produce them. And I want to acknowledge President Obama's leadership in this issue, but I'd also like to know whether OMB supports a permanent legislative fix to the broken dollar coin program. So that's my question. Do you support a more permanent legislative fix to that situation?
Senator Brown, I think it would be premature for me to answer that question for a variety of different reasons. One, I think there's a better set of experts at the Treasury Department on all issues currency that can speak better to this issue and the right thing to do. And second, on any particular legislative amendment or direction that we take on currency, I think there's a lot of analysis that we want to go over with you and your team to figure out exactly what the right answer is. I will say that what we found with the dollar coins that were the commemorative dollar coins that were being produced by Treasury is that there wasn't a demand for them. And they were starting to stack up in our vaults without citizens asking for them. And it started to be a very clear disconnect, and we were about to spend tens of millions of dollars to produce these coins where there wasn't a clear demand for. So
not only the coins, but the vaults. We were actually building new vaults to store them. A complete waste of money. And I think, I already know the answer because the information's already out there, but I wanted to obviously just reiterate the fact that another duplicative and wasteful government program